Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another reading. Before we get into the reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, this reading is going to be on Chloe Normani and the Queen of Music. We got to see what's really going on here, okay? Because allegedly Normani is being sabotaged. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So let's start off with this. The reason why I'm actually doing this reading is because obviously we all saw what happened today. Normani said she was releasing Fair, yesterday? And now here comes Walmart Beyoncé saying that she is releasing Treat Me soon, okay? So let's see what's going on between these two. How does Normani feel about Chloe Bailey? What is her energy towards Chloe Bailey currently? Normani. How does she feel about Chloe Bailey? Normani. Interesting. So, Five of Swords definitely views her as competition. The Five of Swords there talks about competition, you know, watching who's against you, okay? And then we also have, you know, the Chariot card in reverse that talks about a lack of direction. We also have, you know, the Ace of Wands. So it's the Ace of Wands, and that represents delays, okay? Distractions, delays. Then we also have the Seven of Swords, and that talks about somebody being sneaky, okay? You know, being deceptive. So she really doesn't trust Chloe at all. Okay, she's watching Chloe, seeing how she moves. And then the Queen of Swords is here in reverse, and that talks about holding a grudge against somebody, bitterness. So she is having her guard up with Chloe because she feels like she moved funny. Okay, and I think Normani always kind of felt like that, but now it's very distinct how Chloe feels about Normani. See, if Chloe had did this with Holly, her sister, everybody would be in an uproar. But because she's doing it to Normani, people are saying, oh, well, Normani's boring anyway, you know? So she knows who to kind of pick on, in a sense, because she knows how the general public likes Holly more than her. So she would never do that to her sister. But she knows that Normani, people say that she's boring. Okay, so Normani basically got her eye out on Chloe. Let's see, how does Chloe Bailey feel about Normani? Chloe Bailey. How does she feel about Normani? Chloe Bailey. How does Chloe Bailey feel about Normani? Chloe Bailey. How does she feel about Normani? Interesting. Just how, you know, Normani don't really trust Chloe. She don't really trust Normani either. The Ten of Swords that talks about betrayal, deceit. Knight of Swords. She feels like she will do anything to succeed, okay? And she also doesn't really feel like her career is going to go far. The Five of Pentacles is here in reverse, and that talks about a financial loss. And then we also have the Hangman, and that talks about stalemate. So I don't believe that Chloe thinks that Normani's career is going to go very far. Okay? But I kind of feel like she doesn't hate Normani, but it's almost like I got to do whatever I got to do to get to the top. Okay? That's how I'm kind of taking it as. How will Normani's new single Fair do on the charts? Normani's new single Fair. How will that do on the charts? Normani's new single Fair. That's supposed to be released within 2 weeks, I believe. 2 to 3 weeks. How will that do on the charts? Normani's new single, Fair. How will that do on the charts? She's gonna have a lot of competition. I think she also announced it way too soon because, you know, the 18th, that's what, like 2 to 3 weeks away. She should have done the same thing she did with Wildside. The 10 of Cups is here in reverse. That talks about a struggle. So I feel like, you know, after the first 2 weeks, it may not be as stable on the charts. Okay. But now we know that, you know, you need radio, TikTok. You need a lot of things to stay stable on the charts. The 5 of Swords, that talks about competition. Okay. And then we have the 9 of Swords. I mean, not the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Cups in reverse. That talks about being dissatisfied. Okay. Not happy. We also have the Hangman again. That talks about stalemate. So it seems as though it may be hard for her to stay stable on the charts. But it seems as though she might push forward because the Knight of Swords, that talks about driven to succeed. So I feel like even if this single doesn't do well, she might come back and do a different single before she released the album, okay? If this single doesn't do well. Let's see. How does the Queen of Music feel about Normani? The Queen of Music, Beyonce. How does she feel about Normani? Beyonce. How does the Queen of Music, Beyonce, feel about Normani? Interesting. The 7 of Cups, that talks about an opportunity. I feel like the Queen of Music is going to strategically reach out to Normani some way, shape, or form. If people start getting in her ear about what, you know, Beyonce's really doing allegedly behind the scenes, you know, the Queen of Music, she's going to be very strategic. She's going to offer her an opportunity to kind of do something. Either with her for like Ivy Park. Remember when Normani was promoting Ivy Park, she had gotten a package or something like that. I feel like Beyonce is going to strategically reach out to her. And then the Ace of Cups, I do feel like she does think that Normani is talented. The Ace of Cups, that talks about, you know, being inspired or having love for someone. And then we also have the 9 of Swords in reverse. That talks about sadness. We also have the Queen of Pentacles that talks about focusing on your finances. So in Beyonce's mind, she's not necessarily seeing it as, listen, I'm sabotaging you. It's more of, you know, Chloe Bailey is my investment. So I kind of have to protect her and do whatever I have to do to make her surpass certain people in the industry, as long as it's not me. Okay, I don't feel like she's gonna allow Chloe to surpass her. She's only gonna allow Chloe to get so far. And then we also have the Empress card in reverse, and that talks about codependency. Okay, so I do feel like you know, Beyonce does think that Normani is talented. But she's just protecting her investment, which is Chloe, because she did put money behind Chloe, and she don't want Chloe to end up not, you know, giving her the money that she invested in her. You know, she gave Chloe and Jaime, I believe it was $1 million. You know, you got to recoup all of that. So that's how she's kind of looking at it. I got to protect my investment. Let's see. Will there be anybody powerful helping Normani behind the scenes? Anybody powerful helping Normani? Will there be anybody powerful helping Normani behind the scenes? I do feel like there's going to be somebody. It's not going to be long term, but I do feel like she will connect with somebody and they will try to help her, but it's not going to be free. The Magician card, that talks about somebody that is very manipulative, okay? So Lord knows what Normani will have to do. She might have to do some rituals or whatnot. The Seven of Pentacles that talks about is going to be short term. It's not going to be long term. And then we also have the Six of Pentacles that talks about wealth, generosity, sharing information. So it's coming off as, you know, she might gain more by being linked to this person. I feel like this person is a male and they're going to help her, but it's not going to be long term. The High Priestess in reverse that talks about she's not going to have a connection with this person. It's not going to be something romantic. And then on top of that, I do feel like she might get more brand deals or, you know, more deals behind the scenes because of this person. The Six of Cups that talks about, you know, lack of playfulness, okay? And then the Sun card in reverse that talks about being overly optimistic. So this person is only going to do so much for her, okay? It's going to be very short term. But there's going to be somebody that will try to, you know, pull strings for her. It's not going to be free. She's going to have to, you know, do something, you know, for the, you know, string pulling or getting more deals or whatnot. Let's see. What was I going to say? How does Beyoncé feel about Chloe Bailey? 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 I'll be honest with you. I feel like Chloe does some sort of spiritual work. I do feel like Beyonce definitely does too. The Page of Pentacles in reverse represents that. And then we also have the High Priestess that talks about a connection. I feel like they both do spiritual work. And then we got the Nine of Wands that talks about feeling overwhelmed, overinvestment. So she really wants to make money back from Chloe, okay? She really wants to, you know, all that money she put into Chloe, she really wants to make that back. Because, you know, she has a business, Parkwood Entertainment. She does see her in a positive light, okay? The Fool card that talks about being spontaneous, naive to a certain degree. And then the King of Swords that talks about a power move, okay? So she is pulling strings for Chloe behind the scenes, okay? Allegedly, I'm going to say. But I do feel like they do spiritual work, okay? Let's see. How will Normani's career be this year? How will Normani's music career be in 2022? Normani's music career. How will that be in 2022? Normani's music career. How will that be in 2022? Okay, so I will say this. I definitely feel like she's going to get opportunities. The Three of Wands that talks about expansion, okay? The Emperor card that talks about resources, power. Somebody's going to be here to guide her. The Strength card in reverse that talks about her sometimes not always using wisdom or making the smart decisions. And then the Knight of Cups in reverse. This talks about her dealing with a male, okay, that could be very, I would say, controlling to a certain degree. Okay, so that male that, you know, may help her career, he may be kind of Jay-Z-esque, Diddy-esque, trying to control her career. Okay, and the Ace of Pentacles that talks about financial opportunities. Four of Swords. She will still have issues that talks about a lot of things being stalemate or, you know, not being able to get certain performances and decisions with a lot of things. So she will still have stagnation, but there's going to be somebody that's going to kind of try to help her. It's going to be short term. And then the Empress card, this talks about nurturing beauty. I do feel like she's going to get more magazine covers, you You know, she might model for a few people. I do feel like she's going to get some opportunities, but it's not going to be free. Okay, I'm going to do a part 2. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications, and have a great day.